Good morning everyone and welcome to another day on Attingham Park. Raining again. And you might notice it says day 2 mid-spring. I'm not sure why it says that because this is the third day. But I have changed it to 3 day per season because it was set to 9 before. And obviously I think our farm is too small to have 9 days between the seasons. So I think tomorrow now should be the first day of summer. So today I think let's just go and check on our crops. They should coming up. There you go. So this is our oat field. We're 100% fertilized. So that's looking good. We've obviously got our biogas plant now. And then we've got these two fields here. You can see there are quite a few weeds coming through now. So I would love to get a weeder for that, or a sprayer. But the only issue is that we haven't got any money. We've got 10,000. Okay. We've still got that loan to pay off, and I noticed that per day the loan interest is about 200 and something pounds. The money that we got from the bales from the BGA yesterday, so that was, how many bales was that? That was 12 bales, and we got 2,660 for that. And there is £180 per day cost on the property. So we were going to have a little look to see how much greenhouses are. So here we go. We've got some greenhouses for peppers, tomatoes, lettuce, cucumber. They're all 15,000 each, so we can't afford those. And then these ones are 25,000 each, tomatoes or lettuce. So we can't use those, but I think what we are going to do is we're going to buy a second-hand sprayer. Crop protection. I could just do that one new. Quite like that blue, but I think yellow is a bit more traditional. I mean, this is pretty retro, so that suits our gameplay. We are going to go second-hand. Makes that 3,620. Pretty good. So we're going to buy that. And then we need a thing of liquid fertilizer. Now we've got the seeds as well down there. So what we're going to do, liquid fertilizer, liquid herbicide. So let's buy one of those. They're pretty expensive. I'm going to need 2. We've got enough. Yeah, we've got enough for 2. Right, let's go for that. We won't bother buying any more seeds just yet, I don't think. Is it worth buying one more bag of seeds? Seeds are pretty cheap. I think we might as well stock up on these. So in that case, we will go down in this tractor, I think. Let's turn the controller on. But we'll take the trailer. Hopefully we can put that sprayer on here as well. I've got the equipment tension belts on, so I don't know whether it does all equipment, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Okay, and we're going to increase the time scale to 15 times. So that should just give us, just means things will go a bit quicker, because I think at the moment we haven't got a huge amount to do. So at least we can kind of go on to the next day a bit sooner, and then things will be on the next growth phase, and then once on the next growth phase you can do extra stuff to it. You can fertilize it again, or you can, it will make it quicker. So I think we'll go with that. 15 times. And yeah, so we'll pop down the shop now, get the stuff back and get to work. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, we've arrived at the store and here's all our stuff. We're going to fit all that on there now. But ordinarily we would have a forklift. We'd have a forklift, but so last time I played this, we did have the forklift. Unfortunately, that one's not operational, but I did buy one and just had it as the store forklift. But I think this time we're just going to keep it a bit neater, and just we won't bother with that. It's a bit strange that these things don't clip on the trailer, but if you have the bales and that, they do clip on it, and they go through the bottom of the trailer when you pick them up. I don't know what the deal is with that. Oh, for goodness sake. Will do. And these are loads of space. 2 bags of seeds, and I think it might be worth just checking what the contracts are for weed spraying. So if we've got the sprayer and a couple of things of spray now, it might be quite a good thing to do. Maybe even seeding as well, actually, because that was seeder. No, I had to give the seeder back, didn't I? I don't own that. A bit pointless buying all that seed. Right, okay. Should be okay. Just strap, but that didn't strap. So I might just need to keep an eye on that. Make sure it doesn't fall off on the way back. Reversing skills though. Okay, well, we'll get this back and we'll get into the field and start spraying. See you in a bit. Oh my gosh. Oof. I just came out of nowhere. Lunatic. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Right, okay, well, we're nearly back. And the sprayer only fell off a few times, so obviously the straps don't work with this equipment. But I imagine that's probably because this is a modded bit of a kit, and straps probably only work with the base game equipment, I assume. But either way, we're back now. I've just realised that we've only got £420, and our loan costs us 200 and something a day. And the upkeep costs for the farm are about £160 a day. So we are right on the limit. I think that we're going to have to do a contract today, and I'm really hoping that there is a sprayer contract. Or I guess if there's a fertilizer contract, we could see if we can do it with the rollers. But I think that's going to be a little bit of a risk. So if we can't do our own field with it, or we could only do it when it's at a certain growth phase, I don't want to risk us getting there and then realising that we can't do it, and then having to either get the penalty for not completing the contract. Did these just snap on here? Pretty neat in there. So yeah, I think maybe we'll look for weeding contracts, see what they've got for that. We'll get our field done first, and then go from there. Okay, ease off. I don't think this will fit in there though, will it? Will it now? So they can live down here. Just one. Trailer back, get it hooked up. Feels like a rocket when it's not towing anything. So I think we'll do all 3 fields. I think that actually maybe once we've sprayed this, then maybe the next day we could then fertilise it again. I don't know whether you can do it when you just go fertiliser, unless you wait for certain phases. Working width on it. Don't want to lower it. No, we don't want to fold it up either. I'll turn it on. There we go. This is probably something I should have looked at this probably. What's its working speed? When you look at something like this, working speed is 7 miles an hour, 6 miles an hour. It doesn't tell you what its litres per hour are. The only issue is that I'm not seeing that it's doing anything. What is going on? I might have to just locally spray these weeds for now. Most bizarre. Oh, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to just do that because one, I don't think we're going to have enough herbicide to do this field. So it's not even killing them. What is going on? So maybe we can't do this today. It's not killing those either. Right, let's try that little field because I think there are some weeds in there as well. So we'll see if it works on that one, but if not, we're just going to have to do a contract. It's very strange that it's not working. I I think sometimes the game can be a bit funny on like what you can do and when you can do it and in what order you can do it. So I know, for example, now going in that field over our crop field, we're okay to go in at the moment because it's in the early phases of growth. But if we left that until it was grown, it looks fully grown, but it just hasn't ripened yet. And I know that that can be, you destroy the crops as you drive through it. But I think at this growth phase, you can do that without the need for having the big tyres. So let's unfold this. I reckon we're going to be able to do this field. Yeah, there you go. So this field is working. Well, I don't think we're going to be far off using the full thing for this. But I think, to be fair, what's probably going to happen is because it's an old piece of kit, it needs restoring, and then we can get the 6 miles an hour out of it. But until we do that, let's do the headlands first, shall we? So I think once we've done this, that should kill them. There we go. Now it's worked. So I think once we've done this, then that means that it will. They shouldn't. The weeds shouldn't come back. Or I'm hoping that that's the case. We will see, I guess. Pretty spot on. I'll turn those off. Yeah, I mean we've got 60% already. We're not even all the way around the field yet. This is just one of those things. Nothing in farming seems to be fast. Good job that we bought 2 of these, 2 containers of it, because I would not fancy going all the way back to the shops for another one. Let's be as frugal as we possibly can. Waste drop. Unfortunately, we didn't do very well with choosing a line to start off on because we've got like a slither there now. So that's going to be a bit of a waste of half of the spray that we put down. Is going to be going on a bit of land that's already had spray. Yeah, I think any contract we do, it's just going to have to be. Ideally, we just need enough. Yeah, that wasn't enough, was it? We just need enough money to be able to get us through today. Well, to be fair, probably tomorrow as well. We need enough money to be able to buy a greenhouse as well. However, buying a greenhouse means that we will need water and we'll need manure, so we'd need to buy those. And we'd need to buy a water tanker to be able to transport the water to it. So buying the greenhouse might be £20,000, I think it was, but there's also a bit of kit that comes with that, so we might not be able to do that straight away either. always something in this game that you need. Right, I think I'll time lapse through the rest of this. So it's again not the quickest of jobs. But, there we go, some more weeds here. So this is really helping our yield as well, so it's worth doing. So yeah, we'll time lapse through it, go and fill this up, and see you when I'm done. Oh, we're nearly done now. So it's a bit of a shame that you can't selectively choose which nozzles are on and which ones are off on this one. And I think you can on modern equipment. But like this is a bit of a retro gameplay, so I think it's either all on or all off. There we go. We've managed to get this field done in maybe just over 1 tank because we used some of it on the other field. That's not too bad. And this field now is fully done with everything. This is fully fertilised. It's had the herbicide done, so we should get a decent yield from that. Got some more seeds there. That was the leftover from the seed drill, wasn't it? So pick those up in a bit. Okay, so I think what we'll do now is we'll have a little look to see what contracts we got for spraying weeds. It doesn't look like there's going to be many. It looks like it's going to be mostly ploughing jobs because, I mean, I've only got weeds in my fields for some reason. No one else has got any. What is going on? So let's look for some new contracts. We've got fertilising and sowing. 11,000 for that one. Which field is that? Field 12. He said we wouldn't do it with this modern equipment, that we'd have to use our own or rent it individually ourselves. Field 12, I think field 12's over here somewhere, isn't it? There. So yeah, it's a pretty big field. New contracts, fertilising and sowing. Let's just fully populate that. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. So in all that, there's not one single fertilising weeding contract. And there's not one ploughing contract either. So that's all the things that we can do. Mowing, fertilising. Mowing, fertilising, cultivating, or grass work. None of that works. None of that's got any contracts for it. Ain't that just typical? So let me just slow the time down a minute when we decide what we're doing. But I mean, one option could be that we cut this field. Let's just see. It's not a proper field. However, So that is at growth stage 67. That's nearly fully grown. We could harvest this and put that in the BGA. Nail it and put it in the BGA. We'll get another thing of that. Do you know what I'm tempted to do? Can I go to sleep? Let's go to sleep. No, can't sleep yet. Just needs tidying up. What are we going to do? Because we've got a lot of money to pay off. We don't have much money in the bank. So we've got sowing and fertilizing. Right. Okay. Let's think about this. Our options are we take out more of a loan and we buy a fertilizer. On here for 17,000. If we got that on second hand, 12,000. It's got a working width of 18 meters. Right, yeah, we don't need to be all fancy pants. Oh, it costs you money anyway. Rip. Absolute rip off. Quite like that. That looks cool. So you got the option of that is it's an 18 meter working width, but it's only got a 600 litre tank. It's got a 3,200 litre tank. You can do lime and fertilizer. That's a bit more retro. So it's a little bit less. So I don't know, maybe we do go for this. It does mean getting deeper in debt, which we don't really want to do, but I don't think we've got much of a choice. Right. Well, we are now £40,000 in debt. So that's good. This is a good start. It's a really good start. So I'm going to go second hand. Keep that as Kern. 12,300. Buy that. Stuff that we're going to need anyway. So, big bag of fertilizer. 1,900. Right, there we go. So now, let's accept a contract. Let's accept a contract somewhere near the field 1. Somewhere near the shop. Field 1 is right next to the shop. So let's go for that. That shouldn't take us too long. That'll give us the money, and then from that, we can then maybe buy another couple of things of fertilizer, and then maybe do another field. Okay. I think that's a good plan. And at some point we're going to need to start paying off this loan. But we'll worry about that later, I think. Borrow, borrow, borrow. Right, off to the shops. See you there. Okay, we've made it. It's a long time to get over here from our farm. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna. I think that little bag is gonna fill it up much. I think that's 1,000 litres. This thing's 3,600. So it's gonna do a third. Oh, there you go. Massive. That is huge. Do a wheelie. Let's get to field 1. We're going. And field 1 is this one here. Looks pretty big. How do I get into it? This house. Should have to go in here. Must be down the bottom of here, I think. Oh, there it is, in the corner. And I just really hope that I've got enough fertiliser in this to be able to do this field. Because if I haven't, then I need to take out another loan. Really don't want to be doing that. Where do we think 8 meters will be? Right here. It's going down quite. No, we're okay. Numbers are going down, but the percentage is that's going pretty well actually. We're good. We're good. Got a decent speed as well, 10 mile an hour. So that's nice. We're not going to be too neat on the corners because you don't need to be. Smash it into the hedge. Yeah, when you're doing contract work, there's a certain percentage you have to do. And then the contract completes, so getting every single last little bit isn't necessarily that important, so we won't do it. Okay, so you use 2%, so that's alright. That is not too shabby. And yeah, hopefully with that then we'll be able to get another bag of fertiliser and go and do another field. I'm doing the neatest job of this, but it will do. We are overlapping a little bit there. We'll leave that edge, a little slither of land there, we'll leave that until the end. See if we actually need to do it. If we don't, we could just leave that. It's just easier to try and get this bit done. So you get more done if you go like this, rather than trying to go over that little tiny slither. I'm getting a bit nervous with that being down at 25%, but it's okay. It's going slow enough that I don't think it will be an issue. This thing just makes light work of a field like this. Hopefully on this run down here, that will complete the contract. And if not, we'll just have to go and fill in some of those little gaps from around the edges. There we go. Turn off. So that one is complete. So now we can... It's going to run into the hedge, isn't it? So we can collect that. 3,600. So now fertilizing on field 2 is worth 10,000. Field 1 was that size. Field 2. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's here. Okay, yeah, we're definitely doing that. We're accepting field 2. So let's go and do that one now, which is just this one here. Quite big. I think that's 2 fields that we're seeing there. Yeah, there's a hedge. Start over here. Yeah, it's not too big. We need another bag of fertilizer, but we've got plenty of money now. We're rolling in it, and this should get us then 10 grand. Which is gonna... There's obviously gonna be a couple of bags of fertilizer that comes out of that. Then that gives us a bit of extra cash. Whether we go and pay that back, the loan, or we just spend it. Okay, so we'll just time lapse through this field, get it sorted. So I will see you at the other end. So we're not far off having done that field now. I don't think it's going to take too much more, but we've got 0% left in there, so I don't think it's worth going down to the other corner of the field to start doing that, because we will not finish it. Let's go get another bag of fertilizer and then just finish off that last bit of the field. Yeah, these fields down there, they are huge and they take absolutely ages to do anything to. So in the past I've always just put a worker on it. And left them to do those, because there's only so much of this you can do, I think, before it just gets a bit too tedious. Any second now, that should come up with a completion. There we go. So let's collect that. The other thing you got to do is you got to make sure that you collect them. Okay. Now what we might as well do is go back to the farm and see if this will work on the grass fields. But if the rollers didn't work, I've got a feeling that this won't work either. But it's worth a try, because sometimes it's just from day to day it will change. One day you can do one thing, the next day you can do another, and I don't really understand it, but I think you just got to try it, see if it does anything. If not, then I'll just come back to it the next day. So I think I'll skip on forward when we to when we get back to the farm, because it's probably about 5 minutes of driving now. So I'll see you back at the farm. Okay, I've just spotted our BGA and everything over on the left hand side there, and realised it's probably best. We're going to go and test those fields out. We're going to go that way. Great demand for grain. Oh, great demand at British grain. Okay, well, we got nothing. We haven't got any grain yet. But, I'm thinking of possibly buying this field at some point. I feel like the focus of this game should be like grass work. We haven't really got any crop fields, we've just got that one little piddly thing, which will... There's no point in buying a combine harvester and all that kind of thing just for that field, so we'll just rent one to harvest that, see what kind of yield we get from it, see if it's worth just turning it into grass as well. But I think we'll probably end up buying these fields as well here. And then these two are already owned by us. So let's have a look. So if we turn this on now. No. So it's not the fact that the rollers wouldn't work. It's more that this field right now, I think, got to wait until the next growing phase, and then we can do something else to it. I believe that when you fertilize it, or say if we sprayed it with the crop sprayer, I think that you can then go over that with a different kind of sprayer, but you have to wait for that growth phase to be able to do anything to it. This is all just me guessing, so someone watching might be thinking that's not how that works at all, and that is fine. I'm sure I'll find out soon enough. Right, so let's go and put this in with the sprayer. Decent amount of equipment now. For goodness sake, these posts! How am I missing that? I hope that's not real life. I'll be barnless right now. Either way. Down here. Quite neat little barns, really. Let's go put this one away. Keep Keep the yard nice and tidy. Lovely job. Okay. So, let's repay 5,000. Brings us down to £35,000 loan. We're getting there. That is a step forward. That's a step in the right direction. Yeah. Fertilised 100%. It's growing. Let's see what. Would this be at 30 odd percent? No, 17% grown. So we've still got a while to go. So this field can just be left now. It's if it's weeded and all that kind of stuff. Contracts for next time. All the sowing things have gone. That's a bit strange. Does that mean that they've been sown? I think so. Yeah. That's the only downside, is that the farmers here just seem to just do everything very, very quick. By the time it comes to you trying to do the contract, in the morning they're there, in the evening they've all been done. So yeah. So tomorrow maybe there'll be some more fertilising contracts to be done. I mean, field 46 for 13 grand and 33, so 46 and 33. 46 is this one. So not too much bigger than that. And what was the other one? 33, this one, which is right next to my farm. Yeah, I mean, not too much bigger. But we can't accept those now, unfortunately, because I think, hopefully, tomorrow will be the first day of summer. Let's just carry that round. Oh, it's heavy! Oh, it's so heavy! Tomorrow should be the first day of summer, so I think when that happens, it kind of cancels all the old contracts. Still, I'm not seeing that post. Goodness sake. Get up there with you. It's a bit annoying that they aren't. That one is facing the wrong way. There we go. And this one wasn't either. It's a bit obsessive, but it matters to me. So let's just turn super strength off so I don't start picking stuff up. So yeah, we've got a few items of new kit. Made a bit of our money back. So not a bad day. On that note, I'm off to bed. I'm tired. So thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you tomorrow.